Children, it is a chapter-wise previous year question paper solution. Now let us take the chapter triangles. Now take the questions from the question paper of September 2020. The third question is from the triangle chapter. Now let us take the third question. The third question of the chapter, in the triangle ABC, if D is parallel to AC, then the correct relation is. Here the four options are BD by AB is equals to BD by AB is equals to AC by D, because it is not possible. This is BD by AB is equals to AC by AE. It is not possible. So here first you come to the relation. You can write AD by BD is equals to EC by BE, or also you can write BD by AD is equals to BE by EC, that is according to Thay's theorem. And one more relation that you can have, that BD by AB is equals to BE by BC is equals to DE by AC, or reciprocals also you can take here. So let us take here BD by AB is there, DE by AC is there, and BE by BC is there. This is okay. You can take next here what happens, AB by BD. This whole AB by BD is equals to AC by DE, and next it must be BC by EC. So this is also wrong. This is not relevant here. Next one is AD by BD is equals to this DE by AC is not possible. So you can write the answer that here the option B is the correct answer. What does it says? Here BD by AB is equals to DE by AC is equals to BE by BC. Here this is, okay, this is A, and this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is X, and this is Y. You know that here A by A plus B you can take, and C by C plus D you can take, and X by Y. Here A is BD, A plus B is AB, and D is X, AC is Y, and BE is C, and BC is C plus D. So it is exactly the correct relation. What is that? Option B. So you write the answer. Option B is the correct answer. So write answer B, that is BD by AB is equals to DE by AC, that equals BE by BC. That is the answer for the. Now the 30th question of that question paper. In the triangle ABD, C is a point on BD such that BC is to CD is equals to 1:2, and triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. Then prove that AD square is equals to 7AC square. It is given that triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle, and also it is given that BC is to CD. BC is to CD is equals to 1:2. Now here you have to prove this with the help of the Pythagoras theorem. To apply the Pythagoras theorem, 90-degree angle is required. So let us draw the perpendicular from the vertex of the equilateral triangle A to the opposite side. So this is, let us have, this is E, and this AE is perpendicular to BC. Now As these two sides are equal, AE must bisect BC. So let us take BE and AC are equal. So let us have these two are A and A. So BC becomes equals to 2A. Here if you take BE is equals to EC is equals to A, that length of BC becomes 2A. Here why you have to take this A and A? Here these two are having equal measurement. The perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the base bisect the base if two sides are equal. But here three sides are equal. So with the help of that you can take as AB is equals to AC, AE drawn perpendicular to BC. So BE is equals to AC, and here we have taken they are A and A. And if you take BC is equals to 2A, then AC also becomes equals to 2A, and AB also becomes equals to 2A. So let us take, let in triangle ABC, AB equals BC equals CA equals 2A, and also take, let us draw AE perpendicular to BC. Therefore you write BE equals EC equals A. So perpendicular drawn from the vertex to the base bisect the base if AB is equals to AC, if two sides are equal. But it is an equilateral triangle, all the three sides are equal, and you can apply the property of an isosceles triangle to this equilateral triangle also. So you write because AE perpendicular AE bisects base BC. So right, BC. Now also it is given BC is to CD is equals to what? 1 is to 2. So you take BC is to CD is equals to 1 is to 2. So you take, that is BC by CD is equals to 1 by 2, and you know that BC we have taken 2A. So you take, this is first. So you take 2A by CD is equals to 1 by 2, that is taken from first. Here we have taken 2A is that, BC is 2A. Now it becomes, do the cross multiplication, 4A equals CD. Therefore you can have CD is equals to 4A. CD is equals to 4A. Now you consider this is the second relation. Here you got BC is 2A and CD is 4A. Now apply the Pythagoras theorem to the triangle AEC first. Then it becomes, here you know that to find AE in terms of A, apply the Pythagoras theorem to triangle AEC. So write, in the right angle triangle AEC, in right angle triangle AEC, which is the hypotenuse here? AC is the hypotenuse. So write, that is AE square plus EC square is equals to AC square. AE square plus EC square is equals to what it is? The side AC. AC square. AC square. And AE square equals, becomes AC square minus EC square, that is AE square equals AC, you know, that is 2A whole square minus EC. EC is A. EC is A. It is A square, and 2A whole square is 4A square minus A square become 3A square. So you got that. Therefore AE square is equals to 3A square. Now you consider this is the third one. First one is this one, second one is this one, third one is this one. Now again you apply the Pythagoras theorem to this triangle AED. In the right angle triangle AED, so now you apply the Pythagoras theorem to this triangle AED. So you take in triangle AED, in right angle triangle AED, then it is which is the hypotenuse? AD is the hypotenuse. So you take AD square is equals to AE square plus ED square. AE square plus ED square. So let us write there AD square is equals to AE square plus ED square. So write AD square is equals to AE square plus ED square. Then AD square equals AE. So you got AE square is 3A square. Here you got AE square is 3A square. 3A square and ED square. Here ED square, ED you know, ED is the sum of EC and CD. CD you got 4A and EC is A. So it becomes 4A plus A whole square. So that is you write here EC plus CD whole square. EC plus CD whole square, that is AD square is equals to 3A square. EC is A, CD is 4A. Here you got CD is 4A whole square. Then AD square is equals to 3A square plus A plus 4A is 5A whole square. Then AD square equals 3A square plus what? 5 square is 25A square. Then AD square equals 3A square plus 25A square. 3A square plus 25A square. 3A square plus 25A square is 28A square. Then AD square is equals to, you write it as 7 into 4A square. Because here we have to prove that AD square is equals to 7AC square. Therefore, for our convenient, let us write it as 7 into 4A square. Then that is AD square equals 7 into 4A is nothing but 2A whole square. 7 into 2A whole square. Here you know that AB, BC, CA all are 2A. AB, BC, CA all are 2A. Here we have to get CA square. So in the place of 2A you write CA or AC. So it is AD square is equals to 7 into AC square, or you can write 7AC square, because you write AC equals 2A. AC equals 2A. You got the result. Now the question number 36. Prove that if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence the two triangles are similar. So this is a theorem on AAA similarity criteria. So let us prove the theorem. It is, if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence the two triangles are similar. Now, these two triangles can be proved by taking triangles ABC and triangle DF, in which the three corresponding angles are equal. Now you take the triangles ABC and DF. Here the angle A is equals to angle D, angle B is equals to angle E, and angle C is equals to angle F. And you have to show that AB by DE is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by DF, and these triangles are similar. So here angle A is equals to angle D, and angle B is equals to angle E, and angle C is equals to angle F. It is the given. So you have to prove that here the sides are in the same ratio. So what is given here? Here with respect to the triangles ABC and DF, we are given that in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A is equals to angle D, and angle B is equals to angle E, and also angle C is equals to angle F. What we have to prove here? We need to prove that what you have to prove? The sides, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Means what you have to prove? AB by DE is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by DF. That is AB by DE is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by DF, that you have to show. There is a necessity of construction here. Now here you cut DE at P and DF at Q such that DP is equals to AB and DQ is equals to AC, and also you join P and Q. Write the construction what you have done in the figure, that you take cut DP is equals to AB and DQ is equals to AC, and join PQ and join PQ. This is the construction what you have done here. So here you know that this AB is equals to DP and AC is equals to DQ. That is the construction that you have done for the proof of this statement. Now here you know that in the triangle DPQ and triangle DEF, here we have to prove that PQ is parallel to EF. First you take triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. Prove that the two triangles are congruent. If they are congruent means we know that corresponding parts becomes equals here. Here we have to prove that PQ is parallel to EF, and it is possible only when the corresponding angles made by the transversal of this PQ EF are equal. If you consider DE is a transversal and these two angles becomes the corresponding angle. If you prove that the two angles are equal, naturally you can say that PQ is parallel to EF. Then you can apply the Thales theorem. And before that, here to prove that this angle DPQ is equals to angle DEF, you must prove the triangles ABC and triangle DPQ are congruent. If you prove that two triangles are congruent means you know that angle B becomes equals to angle DPQ, because you know that corresponding parts of the congruent triangles are equal. Therefore, here if you prove that angle B is equals to angle DPQ, and you know that it is already given angle B is equals to angle E, and this angle E becomes the same thing which are equals to the things angle B and angle P, and naturally angle B and angle P are the two things which becomes equals to the same thing E, so they must be equal. So therefore first you take the triangles ABC and triangle DPQ and prove that they are congruent. Therefore you write in triangle, here it is ABC and triangle DEF. In triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. So take any three corresponding parts which are equal. You know that AB is equals to DP here, that you have done the construction. Similarly AC is also equals to DQ, that is also by the construction, and also it is given that angle A is equals to angle D, because the corresponding angles of the triangle ABC and DEF are equal. Therefore you can write these three things equal, that is AB is equals to DP, AB is equals to DP, and next AC is equals to DQ, AC is equals to DQ. Write the reason, that is we have done the construction here, it is done in the constructions here. Next, the angle made by the two sides, angle made by AB and AC is A, angle A is equals to, angle A is equals to, angle A is equals to which angle? D. Angle A is equals to angle D, that is given because these two angles, these two triangles are equiangular, corresponding angles are equal, so it is also given. Now by these three, you know that side angle side, two sides and included angle of one triangle are equals to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Therefore, you can take here triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Which congruence rule is applied here? According to which congruence rule? It is SAS congruence rule. Here two sides and included angle of triangle ABC is equals to the corresponding two sides and included angle of the triangle DPQ. Here you proved that these two triangles ABC and triangle DPQ are congruent. Once you proved that these two triangles are congruent, means all the corresponding sides are equal here. Therefore, you can write here angle B is equals to angle DPQ. Angle B is equals to, therefore you can write angle D is equals to angle B is equals to angle DPQ. Angle D is equals to angle DPQ, and also here you know that is the reason is here CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, CPCT. Therefore you know that this angle B is also equals to angle E. Angle B is also equals to angle E, that is given. Therefore, here if you consider this is the first, this is the second, from first and second you can write from first and second you can write what? Angle DPQ is equals to angle E. Angle DPQ is equals to angle E. And also you know that here PQ also becomes equals to BC, that is also according to CPCT. Now here as these two angles are corresponding angles, as these two angles are the corresponding angles made by the transversal DE of lines PQ and EF. PQ and EF, you can say that PQ is parallel to EF. PQ is parallel to EF. As PQ is parallel to EF means you can apply the Thales theorem, that is dP by PE is equals to dQ by QF. So what you can write here? dP by, therefore dP by PE is equals to dQ by QF. So that is according to Thales theorem. According to it is Thales theorem. Now here you must show that AB by DE is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by DF. Therefore, here you must have DE means here add 1 to both the side. To have the DE, add 1 to both the side. That is, first you exchange the numerator and denominator. Take the reciprocal on both the side. That is nothing but PE by dP is equals to QF by dQ, that is taking reciprocals. Taking reciprocals on both the sides. Now you add 1 to both the sides, that is PE by dP plus 1 is equals to QF by dQ plus 1, that is here it becomes dP is the LCM here, that becomes PE plus dP is equals to dQ is the LCM on this side, that becomes QF plus dQ. And you know that PE plus